Good morning, everyone. This is Pastor Cynthia, the virtual pastor. This is what I do when I have something on my mind, or I pace when I have something on my mind, and I complain about it. And I have to calm down before I go before God because they say come boldly to the throne, but you don't want to be ignorant in front of God either. So, you know, He is our creator. So I have to tell myself, this is the human man that's upset. This is not the spiritual man. The spiritual man loves God. It's the natural man that starts tripping out. And I experienced that this week because I went through something this week at work, and things have been going like this about 6 months. And it's just been lie after lie after lie, and I've been having to try to fight it naturally. And the spirit man is like not concerned. And the natural man is upset, at me. But the spiritual is, well, let's go to the Lord. And I have to, sometimes lay on my back or pace to wind down the natural man to be able to connect spiritually, or come in my house and complain about house too hot, or it's too cold or whatever, and try to get myself in sync. So we have to understand we war against our own flesh and things, because God's intellect is not our intellect. And what we think is right may be wrong, but what He's saying is always right. And so that's why in the 20th chapter of St. John, Jesus said, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Father, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you, and when I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself. So that is the 14th chapter of St. John has always been a chapter that I've relied on even as a kid. And then the Lord is my shepherd was my mom's. And now as an adult, I'm learning how to incorporate the Lord is my shepherd. And so, but I love this short verse, 10 and 10, which is Jesus says, I and my Father are one. But the whole chapter of 10 explains the purpose of Jesus Christ. And he tells us not to worry. So I lay up at the ceiling and I have to get it together. I have to get home and get it together, to face the day. And at the end of the day, you know, he tells us don't worry about the wicked. Don't fret not over evildoers. Psalms 37. Don't worry about them. It's just the natural man is like, stop picking on me because I have a point where I'm boiling right now. Stop picking on me. And you do everything right to try to fix it, but then they keep going. And then you say to yourself, I can't go before God angry. I got to get it together. Because see, I had a dad raising me because our mom died when we were little. And I had learned, don't go before him angry because he going to wake up. And when I look at God and I use Psalms, I don't think about David being angry. I think about David saying, I need help and I'm sick of this. And some people say David was angry, but I don't look at it that way. I look at it as I need God, period. I don't look at it that way. I don't. And then I'm trying to come to grips with that God blesses the wicked too, and the unjust and the unholy. And I'm like, oh my God. And it is what it is. You know, he says, I create the smith and the cold. That's Isaiah 54 and 16. And then he comes out with the protection of Isaiah 14 and 17. So, Isaiah 54 and 17, where he says, no weapon formed against you these shall prosper, and every tongue shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. So at the end of the day, I messed that up. Is Isaiah 54:17. I'm sorry, you guys. At the end of the day, we still have to come to Christ because God gave His Son for us. That's John 3:16. So those that want to give their life to the Lord, accept the salvation and let God go ahead and do the work. But you got to get this natural man calm down to connect with the spiritual man that loves God. Some spiritual men don't know God yet, but when he has had a taste of Him, he will love Him. Amen.